All right, good morning. It's cold out today. We just had a couple days of single digits for the overnight, and it's about 20 degrees out here in Frozen, Ohio. So I'm getting ready to go out and we're going to try cutting a little bit of wood. I got a mulberry tree that's down, and I'm still stripping brush and stuff. And I had a quick saw tip for you. Everybody loves to run saws, but sometimes you're doing something just a little bit off that nobody else seems to be doing. That it it's worth sharing. It's just like I thought everybody did it like this way, but they don't. So I was coming through. I believe this. It was a Amazon little mini grease gun. I throw Lucas um, marine grease in it. It's the closest thing that I've found to the Oregon grease pens, but these Oregon pens, sometimes they're refillable and sometimes they crap out when you go to pack them full of grease because you damage the tips. And so I buy these, and I got another one that's full, or maybe two that's full, just in my toolbox that I'm sitting on. But so that's what I haul to the field with me every time I go. When I'm in the shop sharpening, I'll use the little mini grease gun. I think it's an Astro, and I'll grease the nose bearing, and then I'll pull off the clutch cover, and I'll hit the the crankshaft from the side. Um, so these little things are delicate, is what I'm going to call it. Tips get broke, frames get cracked, and for storage, I got a PVC pipe here that I hang and store it in on the side. And we could be running a little bit smaller, but it's just what I had at the time. So on the back of the farm wagons, when I'm running to town, I'll have these magnetic flashers, and after so many using these for a while, they'll die, and changing the battery just doesn't fix it. They're burned up on the inside, or they get cracked. Something the wagon rolls backwards and runs into another wagon or a tree or something, and the magnets are the only thing that's left that's good. So what I did was I unscrewed the magnet here, and I took the PVC pipe, drilled holes through it, and then I'm able to come in on the backside with, I believe I'm guessing that's a 1/2 inch nut. Maybe it might be 7/16 nut. So what would that be? 7/4 inch, maybe, bolt. And so you drill all the way through on this side, and so you got access to get a straight line, and then be able to put your screwdriver through and hold the bolt steady. And I just clamp it here on the side of my toolbox, and then store it like that. So since we're talking little mini grease guns and stuff, and saw maintenance, so I've already greased the nose cone, but when you're out in the field and you're cutting, and it's like, you know what, I got to throw a new chain on, and we're doing the prescribed bar flip, or if one side's wearing uneven, we'll get a burr up here, which will cause your saw to cup to the one side. So in a pinch, if you can't get it fixed in the field, you can just flip it. But you're supposed to flip it every other sharpening or something like that. And I'm not perfect on flipping it, but I might sharpen it 2 or 3 times and then I'll flip it. But when you do have to flip it in the field, you got to check out There's where your bar bolts go, and here is your oiler, okay, where it dribbles oil into the slot for where your drivers are running, okay. Most people don't carry a pick. A lot of us do carry a a mini grease gun, and the Husky bar isn't the best on it. The Samara bar is perfect because the Samara the hole is drilled at 90 degrees. The Husky is drilled at 45, and a lot of times you can take your grease pistol and plunge and you can use the gun to clear those stupid little holes when they get plugged full of crap, and it'll self-clean. And then the heat from the engine block, will warm the grease up so it carries it away, because we're dumping warm oil on there at that point, because the heat comes off the muffler, it warms the block here, and it transfers over to your bar. Your bar is going to start getting warm, and this grease will flush away, but the grease gun clears your plug. Been doing that for a while. I've never seen anybody else talk about doing it. So you guys have a blessed day, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.